the size of this bear, you guys. Absolutely giant.
Hello everyone, bears are becoming more and more of a problem across the United States, especially in urban and rural areas. In 2023, there were over 8,000 reported incidents involving bear vandalism and encroachment with high concentrations in California, Colorado, and Montana. These problems peak in the fall when bears are looking for extra food before hibernating. What are the challenges these incidents pose, and how is the U.S. government addressing them? Are you interested in learning about black bears? If so, leave your number 5 in the comments below. These encounters are especially common in the fall when bears are foraging for food in preparation for hibernation, resulting in a 20% increase in incidents compared to other seasons. Bears with their powerful claws and teeth can easily break into beehives, consuming the honey and damaging the combs. This not only reduces honey production, but also causes significant financial loss to beekeepers. For example, a beekeeper in Montana suffered $115,000 in losses when a bear destroyed nearly half of his hives, eating most of the honey and breaking down the wax. The incident not only affected his income, but also raised concerns about the sustainability of his beekeeping operation and the ability to supply honey to the local market. In addition to destroying beehives, bears also cause serious damage to chicken coops by hunting chickens at night. They use the darkness to approach and attack their prey undetected thanks to their dense black fur that camouflages them effectively. The consequences of these attacks are often devastating. Beehives are destroyed, beeswax is broken, and honey is scattered, while chicken coops are destroyed, cages are damaged, and many chickens are killed. Despite livestock protection measures such as fencing, trapping, and alarm systems, bears continue to find ways to bypass these measures. They are highly intelligent and adaptable, detecting weaknesses and devising strategies to avoid them in order to gain access to food sources. As a result, the damage caused by bears continues to increase, making it increasingly difficult to protect property and livestock. In response to growing concerns about black bears, the U.S. government has allowed hunters to use bows and arrows to hunt bears. This decision is intended to provide a more effective and quieter method of control than guns while minimizing disturbance to bear habitats. Watch as professional hunters demonstrate their skills. Hunting is not just a hunt, but an adventure full of skill and excitement that will keep you glued to the screen. If you agree, press 1. If not, press 0. Subscribe so you don't miss any videos. Hunting black bears with a bow requires not only courage, but also skill and meticulous preparation. Hunters must choose a bow powerful enough to take down a bear, typically with a draw weight of 40 to 70 pounds, to achieve adequate shooting power. Compound bows, which use a string and pulley system, are a popular choice for this type of hunting due to their consistent draw and accurate shooting ability. In addition, hunters must use specialized arrows designed for large game, ensuring high penetration and maximum damage. The ideal target area is the heart or lungs, as these are the vital areas that allow the bear to die quickly and with minimal pain. Before shooting, hunters must ensure a clear shot angle and that the bear is in the best position. A precise shot to these areas makes the hunt more humane. So in your opinion, what is the biggest challenge when hunting bears with a bow and arrow? Is it the tracking process or the distance when hunting? Share your thoughts and discuss the interesting challenges of this hunt. Hunting black bears with bows and arrows has proven to be a highly effective method of managing bear populations, with significant reductions in nuisance bears in many areas reported by wildlife management agencies. This method has resulted in approximately 1,000 bears being called out each year in some U.S. states using bows and arrows, not only reducing human-animal conflict, but also reducing noise pollution, thereby reducing environmental impact. This approach helps protect farms and habitats while maintaining ecological balance. If you don't want to miss out on the next exciting hunting scenes, please like and subscribe to the channel to motivate us to make the next videos. The northern pinttail, also known as the North American teal, is not only known for its ability to migrate long distances, but also for its nonstop flights that cover thousands of miles. They can fly every day without rest, searching for new lands to inhabit. Their endurance and exceptional navigation skills are a marvel in the animal kingdom. These ducks are not just symbols of freedom, but also a testament to resilience in nature. Do you know anything more about this duck? If so, leave a 1-inch, if not comment 0 inches. Enjoy the video and don't forget to subscribe for more. The northern pintail, also known as the green-winged teal, is one of the most common and easily recognizable duck species in the region. They have distinctive plumage, with the male sporting a vibrant green head while the female has a dull brown color that helps her blend into the surroundings to avoid predators. This species primarily feeds on grass seeds and insects, providing them with the energy needed for their long, endless migratory journeys. During the breeding season, they typically choose areas near water sources to build their nests, where the females care for their young until they are strong enough to swim on their own. Not only are these ducks resilient migrators, but they also embody natural beauty and admirable strength. The North American mallard population, especially in recent years, has increased rapidly, reaching approximately 10 million individuals. While this increase represents a success for conservation efforts, it also brings new challenges. This increase not only affects the ecosystem, but can also lead to conflicts with humans, such as crop damage in agriculture and the presence of mallards in urban areas. In addition, their increased numbers in recent years have caused many problems for the agricultural sector. They often forage in fields, gardens, and crops, resulting in significant damage to crops. Furthermore, when mallards gather in large numbers, they not only eat, but can also pollute the surrounding environment, with their droppings affecting soil and water quality. This raises the need for sustainable population management to ensure that the increase in mallards does not lead to negative impacts on the environment and local communities. To reduce this negative impact, using controlled hunting methods to reduce conflicts between mallards and humans is one possible solution. When mallard populations increase to the point where they cause damage to crops or affect environmental quality, management agencies can organize licensed hunting campaigns aiming to control the population in a sustainable way. Do you agree with this method? If yes, like the video, and if no, leave a number 2 in the comments. When preparing for duck hunting, there are several important steps to take to ensure safety and effectiveness. First, participants need to obtain the proper permits and permissions from conservation authorities. Next, they need to be equipped with the appropriate equipment and tools, including sporting guns, suitable ammunition, and accessories such as scopes and waterproof jackets.
That thing's got a spring, son.
There we go.
Once the ducks are within range, it is important to remain calm and focused. The hunter needs to adjust his posture so that it is steady and stable, avoiding making noises that could scare the ducks. At this point, it is necessary to carefully observe the duck's behavior to determine the right time to shoot. Distance, wind, and lighting conditions must be considered to ensure an accurate shot. When ready, the hunter can take a deep breath, focus on the target, and aim accurately before making the shot.
There's a drake in the hole.
Killed up.
However, there may be other ways to manage mallard populations that do not involve hunting. One effective method is to implement conservation and restoration programs for natural habitats. Creating and maintaining wetlands can help increase food and shelter for mallards and keep populations in a natural balance. Additionally, educating the public about the importance of mallards in the ecosystem can help raise awareness and encourage conservation activities. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to continue watching the next videos. Deer are mammals known for their graceful and elegant appearance. They have a slim body, long and strong legs, which help them move quickly in their natural habitat. One of the most recognizable features of deer is the antlers, which are only found in males and which often grow in branches and change shape with the seasons. Are you ready to join us? If so, leave the number 3 in the comment section below. The color of the deer's coat often changes with the seasons. In the summer, their fur is light brown or pale yellow with white spots, while in the winter, the fur becomes thicker and darker to adapt to the cold weather. In addition, deer have large eyes and sensitive ears, which help them detect predators and surrounding threats. With a high social ability, deer often move in herds, creating a beautiful image in nature. Deer typically live in forests, grasslands, and hilly areas where there is ample food and shelter. Ideal habitats for deer include dense areas with tall trees, bushes, and a variety of vegetation where they can forage for leaves, grasses, fruits, and bark. Choosing a varied diet not only helps deer stay healthy but also contributes to the conservation of their habitat, as they help control plant growth and maintain ecological balance in the area. However, in recent years, the rapid increase in deer numbers has led to a shortage of food in their natural habitat. As deer populations grow, they compete fiercely with each other for food, causing overexploitation of local vegetation. This can also lead to conflicts with humans as they enter agricultural areas in search of food. Therefore, sustainable management of deer populations is more urgent than ever to ensure balance in the ecosystem. In addition to their search for food, the increasing number of deer has also caused them to invade urban areas, causing many complicated problems. When natural food sources become scarce, deer often search for food in gardens, parks, and even on the streets. The presence of deer in the city not only causes damage to trees and crops, but also poses a potential traffic accident risk. Deer moving across busy roads can result in collisions with vehicles, creating dangerous situations for both deer and road users. Furthermore, this situation can also raise public safety concerns as deer can cause unwanted situations. Therefore, appropriate and effective management measures are needed to minimize conflicts between deer and humans while protecting both parties in the ecosystem. To reduce the problem caused by deer, one of the quick methods is to organize temporary population control campaigns through controlled hunting. This method can help reduce the pressure of deer entering urban areas. However, it is important to note that this is only a temporary solution and cannot completely solve the problem of imbalance in deer populations. Do you agree with this method? If yes, like the video, and if no, leave a number 4 in the comments. However, while controlled hunting is a temporary measure to reduce pressure on deer populations, hunters must still strictly adhere to established regulations and guidelines. This includes obtaining a legal license, observing hunting seasons, and limiting the number of deer allowed to be hunted to ensure that the activity is carried out responsibly and sustainably. Hunters also need to be trained in humane techniques and deer identification to ensure that hunting is safe and effective. Collaboration between government communities and hunters is essential to ensure that this approach contributes to the problem of deer without leading to negative consequences for the species in the future.
What's all this blood here? Is that just from your head being backward?
However, hunting is no substitute for long-term management measures such as restoring natural habitat, educating the public about conservation, and creating safe areas for deer. Achieving true sustainability requires a combination of approaches to ensure that deer populations are effectively managed while protecting both the environment and public safety. Furthermore, organizing educational activities and raising awareness about the role of deer in the ecosystem can help the community better understand the importance of conservation, thereby creating consensus and support for long-term protection measures. This coordination not only helps protect deer, but also contributes to biodiversity conservation and maintaining the stability of habitats. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to continue watching the next videos.
On the afternoon of June 15, 2023, a group of 50 to 100 wild boars descended upon an unharvested wheat field in South Carolina, causing extensive damage to over 100 hectares of crops. Local residents reported that the boars gnawed and trampled the wheat, destroying the plants and making harvesting impossible. This attack led to major losses for the farmers, further highlighting the challenges posed by wild boar invasions in the region. Hunters must follow strict government regulations to obtain a hunting license. They are required to be in good physical condition, as navigating difficult terrain can be demanding. Additionally, their vision must meet specific standards, usually 20/20ths, to spot wild boars from a distance of 308 feet, ensuring precision and safety. Adhering to these rules not only ensures the safety of hunters, but also plays a crucial role in protecting the environment and local wildlife. In South Carolina, the wild boar hunting season begins on July 1 and continues until February 28 each year. However, in certain designated areas, the season may be extended into March and April, as outlined in specific permits. In this region, the hunting season can vary from year to year, so it's essential for hunters to verify the most current information with the South Carolina Wildlife Management Agency. During the fall and winter months, wild boar activity tends to increase as they forage for food to prepare for the colder months. This is also the peak of their breeding season. As a result, hunting regulations explicitly prohibit hunting wild boars during this period, with severe penalties for those who violate these restrictions. Hunting wild boars is inherently dangerous due to their aggressive behavior, which can lead to serious injuries. Hunting in groups significantly enhances safety, as team members can support one another and assist during emergencies. In the event of a wild boar attack, having others nearby allows for quick intervention, such as administering first aid or helping to manage the situation until further help arrives. Hunting in groups also boosts efficiency by allowing hunters to share the responsibility of locating wild boar hideouts. To ensure a successful and safe hunt, hunters must come well prepared with essential equipment such as firearms, ammunition, first aid kits, GPS devices, and communication tools. It's also crucial to review local regulations and carry the necessary permits to remain compliant with the law during the hunting season. Proper preparation helps minimize risks and maximizes the effectiveness of the hunt. In South Carolina, while the climate is generally temperate, the weather can change rapidly, particularly during the fall and winter, which can present significant challenges for hunters targeting wild boars. Hot weather, for example, can lead to dehydration, heat stroke, and negatively impact a hunter's health and focus. These conditions make it essential for hunters to be well prepared for sudden weather changes, staying hydrated, and taking precautions to ensure their safety and well-being during the hunt. To tackle these challenges, hunters must be well prepared with essential supplies, including drinking water, energy-rich food, protective clothing, and medical support equipment. One of the innovations that have proven beneficial is the use of drones to monitor wild boar activity from the air. Drones provide a panoramic view, allowing hunters to more easily detect and track the movement of wild boars across complex and rugged terrain. This technology enhances efficiency and safety, enabling hunters to plan their actions with greater precision. Additionally, drones are equipped with high-quality cameras that can capture clear images and videos, even in low light or adverse weather conditions. This feature is crucial for accurately determining the location of wild boars, ensuring hunters can track their movements effectively. Furthermore, drones help hunters save time and effort by providing real-time data, reducing the need for extensive ground searches. This not only increases the efficiency of the hunt, but also minimizes the risk of accidents that can occur when hunters navigate through dense forests and challenging terrain. This was Sandra Junn's first wild boar hunt in South Carolina, and it highlighted her enthusiasm and determination. The hunt took place in a dense wooded forest, where Sandra remained focused and eager despite the challenges. Wild boars often moved out of range, making the hunt particularly difficult. However, Sandra maintained a positive attitude throughout the experience, and her sense of humor uplifted the other hunters on the team. She expressed her commitment to improving her skills and achieving greater success in future hunts, inspiring everyone around her to stay motivated and keep pushing forward. Wild boar hunting in South Carolina has seen a rise in female participation, reflecting a growing interest among women in outdoor activities. However, some conservative communities oppose women joining hunting for traditional and cultural reasons. These critics believe that hunting is a male-dominated activity that requires physical strength, which they feel women may not be able to match. There is also concern that increased female involvement in hunting could challenge traditional gender roles in both family and society, as hunting has historically been seen as a masculine activity. Despite these objections, many women continue to break barriers and contribute to the growing diversity in the hunting community. Supporters of female participation in hunting argue that women have every right to engage in any activity they are passionate about, including hunting. They believe that women's involvement can help promote gender equality, challenge outdated stereotypes, and break down traditional barriers that have long confined certain activities to one gender. By embracing diversity, they assert that hunting can become a more inclusive environment, where both men and women contribute equally, fostering mutual respect and broadening the perspectives within the hunting community. The participation of women in hunting can indeed enhance the hunting experience and contribute to promoting gender equality. As we see a shift in how society views women's roles in traditionally male-dominated activities like hunting, their involvement fosters inclusivity, breaks down stereotypes, and enriches the overall experience. Women bring diverse perspectives and skills to the activity, making the hunting community stronger and more dynamic. If you agree with supporting women's involvement in hunting, comment with the number 1. The hunt was a success for the hunter, who, with the support of the team, managed to take down 5 wild boars, each weighing approximately 88 olives. The successful outcome brought a sense of comfort and excitement to the hunters, fulfilling their desire for the thrill of conquest. The smooth coordination among team members was crucial in ensuring the hunt went as planned, allowing them to work together effectively and achieve their goal. This teamwork and unity played a key role in securing the positive result of the hunt. When hunting wild boars in South Carolina, it's important to ensure you are hunting in areas permitted by your hunting license, which typically include residential areas, national forests, and conservation areas. These designated hunting zones are located away from residential neighborhoods to minimize the noise disturbance to local communities. Many people oppose the use of firearms in certain areas due to the loud sounds, as they can affect wildlife and disturb the natural environment. By following the guidelines and hunting in approved zones, hunters help balance the needs of both humans and animals in the area. Therefore, choosing hunting areas that are away from residential zones and strictly following hunting regulations helps strike a balance between fulfilling hunting needs and ensuring environmental protection. If you support firearm hunting in South Carolina, please hit the like button. And if you find our videos interesting, share them to show your support for women participating in wild boar hunting. Thank you for watching the entire video. Please continue to watch with me for more exciting content. Hi everyone! Florida, located in the eastern United States, is facing a serious challenge to agriculture and local communities due to the invasion of wild monkeys. So what methods have farmers in Florida used to prevent damage caused by these monkeys? If you're excited to dive into this video, comment with the number 1 to show your enthusiasm. These wild monkeys are causing significant damage to Florida's agriculture, with losses estimated at around $75 million annually. In addition to the harm they do to crops and property, their aggressive behavior also poses a threat to human safety, making them a growing concern for local communities. To address this issue, several measures have been implemented, with shooting wild monkeys being one of the most common methods used by licensed hunters in Florida. This approach involves using hunting equipment to eliminate the monkeys. However, it is crucial that hunters strictly follow Florida's state hunting regulations to ensure safety and compliance with the law during the process. Hunters often use fruits to attract wild monkeys, which helps them locate the animals more easily. Shooting wild monkeys has become one of the most effective methods for controlling their population. According to a report from the Florida Department of Natural Resources and Environment, around 10,000 wild monkeys are shot each year. However, it's important to note that this approach is ethically controversial. While shooting is the most commonly used method in Florida for population control, it also raises significant ethical concerns regarding the treatment of wildlife. Some people argue that shooting wild monkeys is a cruel and unnecessary method, particularly given their intelligence and strong social bonds. On the other hand, supporters of this approach believe it is the most effective way to control the growing invasive wild monkey population in Florida. The challenge lies in balancing the need for population control with the ethical considerations of how to handle the situation. Ongoing research into alternative control measures, along with continued discussions on humane solutions, may help shape the future of wild monkey management in Florida. This situation highlights how communities can seek natural solutions to address complex agricultural challenges while also protecting the environment. By choosing methods that balance agricultural needs with ecological conservation, it is possible to create a more suitable environment for farming while preserving plant diversity and supporting the development of wildlife, including wild monkeys, in their natural habitat. By combining agricultural innovation with respect for the environment, we can ensure that humans and nature coexist harmoniously, fostering a sustainable future for both agriculture and wildlife. Trained dogs have proven to be an effective solution for deterring and chasing away wild monkeys, helping protect both agricultural fields and urban areas. Monkeys have a natural fear of dogs, so even the presence of a few dogs can be enough to keep them at a distance. This approach allows for control of the monkey population without causing significant harm, offering a creative and humane method for wildlife management. It demonstrates how humans can find innovative ways to address wildlife challenges while still maintaining ecological balance and protecting both human interests and the environment. The use of cage traps is another organized and humane method for controlling the wild monkey population. Different types of traps, such as net traps, box traps, and barrel traps, are employed to safely capture and remove wild monkeys that need to be managed. These traps are designed to ensure that the capture process is non-harmful, preventing injury or distress to the animals. This humane approach allows for the control of the monkey population while maintaining ethical standards, ensuring the health and well-being of the captured monkeys. After wild monkeys are captured, providing proper care is a crucial step in their management. They need to undergo health checks and vaccinations to ensure they are free from infectious diseases before being released. Additionally, it is important to provide food in a habitat that resembles their natural environment, helping them recover and adjust. The release area must meet their natural living needs, such as access to food, shelter, and space, to ensure their successful reintegration into the wild. This approach helps preserve their natural habitat while promoting the long-term well-being of the monkeys. This approach not only helps preserve the natural habitat of wild monkeys, but also ensures they have the opportunity to live freely and reintegrate effectively into the wild. By using cage traps and providing proper care, including health checks and suitable release environments, this method offers an effective and humane way to manage wild monkey populations. It balances the need to control their numbers with the ethical treatment of the animals, promoting both their well-being and the health of the ecosystem. However, the effective implementation of these methods requires strong coordination between authorities, farmers, and the community. Only through collaboration can we ensure that controlling the wild monkey population not only protects the environment, but also promotes safety and sustainable development for both humans and wildlife. Have you ever encountered a wild monkey, and how did you handle the situation? Please comment below to share your experience. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more informative videos.
Whenever a herd of wild boars comes through our family's once thriving fields are left destroyed, months of effort and dedication disappear in an instant, And it's not just happening to us, the entire town has faced ruined harvests because of these aggressive and increasingly clever animals. So when I found out about a local wild boar hunt, I knew I had to be part of it. Drop a comment with a 1 and come along with me on this wild boar hunting adventure deep in the Texas wilderness. That afternoon, our hunting group met up at the foot of the Davis Mountains in Texas. Everyone was fired up and ready to go. As we made our way through a stretch of tall grass heading toward the mountains, something suddenly caught my attention, a sharp, familiar smell and a faint rustling sound in the distance. My instincts kicked in. I raised my rifle and sure enough, a wild hog appeared in the distance. I didn't think twice. I squeezed the trigger, direct hit, a fast, clean, fatal shot. The hog went down in seconds. Right ahead of me, Ethan froze. His eyes widened, clearly spotting something off. And there it was, a dark blur charging straight at him with terrifying speed, fearless and ferocious. Ethan didn't flinch. He pulled the trigger without mercy. A burst of gunfire rang out and the wild hog dropped instantly.
Good shot.
It took us about 10 minutes to reach the Davis Mountains. As soon as we arrived, my team quickly pinpointed the hog's movement. I got into position, ready and calm, waiting for the perfect moment. There it was. A wild hog burst out and I fired instantly. A few shots later, it staggered and collapsed to the ground. From a mountaintop, I had a clear view of the area below. The dogs were still sniffing and barking at the base of the hill. Thanks to them, we quickly locked onto our next target. My rifle was trained on a wild hog, and with a loud crack, the shot rang out. But this one was tough. It took a few rounds to bring it down. A bit to my left, Ethan had spotted his own target, a smaller hog. At such close range, it didn't take much for Ethan to drop it cleanly. When I saw the wild hog charging straight at Caleb, I immediately radioed him to get ready. With tight coordination and a solid formation like this, there was no way the hog could escape. I stood alone patiently waiting as the dogs drove the hog toward me. The moment it burst from the bushes, boom, one shot right on target. The chase ended there. With our numbers and seamless teamwork, we quickly gained the upper hand. Gunfire echoed relentlessly through the forest, shattering the silence. In less than 10 minutes, several hogs were down. A fierce and efficient hunt.
Genç, tamamdır. İşte bu!
On our way down the mountain, we ran into another group of wild hogs. Things happened so fast we had no choice but to dive into action. The number of hogs was staggering, huge, ferocious, and charging at us like they knew no fear. But with our seasoned hunting experience and honed skills, we took them down quickly and cleanly.
Whoa!
As an amateur hunter from Austin, I've always wanted to set foot in Arkansas's Ouachita Forest, a place steeped in hunting tradition. But for over a decade, feral hog hunting has been heavily regulated, and local farmers have suffered from the hog's presence. A formidable invasive species in the U.S., they're now rampant across many regions.
Geçiyor. Geçiyor. Koş, git. Koş.
Early the next morning, faint sunlight filtered through the thick canopy of Ouachita Forest, casting a misty, tranquil scene. I stood silently at my assigned spot, tuned to every faint sound from deep in the woods. Suddenly, rustling leaves and thundering hooves broke the quiet. A wild hog charged toward me. I raised my rifle, eyes locked on the target. As it came into clear view, I held my breath, aimed carefully, and pulled the trigger. The shot rang out. The hog took the hit and collapsed. Wow, this hog's huge. Don't let it get away. We were all thrilled and pumped. Maybe this land's rarely hunted, so the hogs have grown fearless. Seizing the chance, we started hunting more aggressively. Our goal was to cover vast stretches of land. We quickly spotted a herd of wild hogs. Without hesitation, I aimed and dropped one instantly. To hunt hogs, you've got to be patient and wait. Aim true to take down the prey as fast as possible. Another wild hog came into view. A loud shot echoed through the forest. The hog tried to bolt, but my friend fired again, finishing it off. Remember, the wild forest is the hog's home, so we always keep a safe distance to take them down. Don't get too close, you never know what could go wrong. Want to know how to drop a hog with one shot? Aim for the head or lungs. The hog will drop instantly, but if it's running, hitting the mark is tough. In those cases, we often need multiple shots to bring it down. Hogs usually move in packs, so when we shoot, we target the biggest one.
와, 밑등, 밑등.
Wow, a massive herd of wild hogs. I can't imagine the chaos if they invaded a farm. Without hesitation, I fired shot after shot, hoping to take down as many as possible. Not every shot hit the mark. Like this one hog, it got lucky and dodged my bullet. Next time we won't miss. There's no denying Ouachita Forest is vast. With its diverse terrain and rich ecosystem, hogs breed and thrive fast. Almost every area we hit, we ran into a different group of them. Spotting a hog silhouette in the distance, I adjusted my scope and took it down decisively. The shot dropped it instantly. With so many hogs around, we could bag dozens in a single hunt. While heading to the rendezvous point, we ran into another herd charging in. No hesitation, I aimed and dropped a few. Finally, we gathered our trophies and moved to the staging area. Most of us were thrilled and pumped from the highly successful hunt. Located in Tucson, Arizona, the Santa Rita Mountains are one of the most famous licensed hunting areas in the region. With dense forests, rocky slopes, and deep valleys, this terrain provides an ideal environment for wild boar to thrive. It's no surprise that Santa Rita attracts hunters from all over during each hunting season. Our adventure also begins in this wilderness. Do you like hunting wild boar with a gun? If so, leave a comment with the number 2, and if not, leave a comment with the number 3. For the best vantage point, our team picked a high position to spot and shoot. After nearly half an hour of patient waiting, what we were hunting finally appeared. Whoa, look at that. A herd of wild hogs was moving down the mountainside. This was our chance. I raised my rifle, calmly took aim. The gunfire erupted, blending with the panicked squeals of the targets. Small but powerful bullets tore through their weak spots. Before they could vanish into the brush, I dropped 4 hogs in a row, an exhilarating and unforgettable start. Still at my vantage point, I scanned the area, slowly determined to find the hog that got away. There it was. As it darted into the brush, I didn't hesitate and pulled the trigger. It was a long-range shot, but it hit the mark. My skills have clearly sharpened with each challenge. Fueled by the rush, my team and I pushed higher up the mountain where signs pointed to a larger herd. About 10 wild hogs were moving together, seemingly unaware of us. Gunfire erupted, sending the herd scattering in panic. Only one took a hit, collapsing in pain amidst the untouched wilderness. Here, wild hogs are plentiful. They move in large packs, all well-fed and muscular. Waiting for them to get closer, we closed the gap. The team signaled and we fired in unison. Dust and smoke filled the air as the panicked herd tried to flee the relentless barrage of bullets. But their efforts were futile against our sharpshooting crew. The result, most of the herd was dropped right there, an overwhelming, undeniable victory. We quickly regained focus as our aerial tracking gear spotted the next target. As it darted past me, I didn't waste a second. I pulled the trigger, and just like that, the final prey of the day hit the ground. On the trail straight to the mountain's peak, we occasionally ran into lone hogs trying to escape. This time it was a big one attempting to break free from the hunting dog's encirclement. But with our team's flawless trap and eliminate strategy, it didn't stand a chance. Hunting wild hogs on high peaks like this remains a serious challenge. They're masters at hiding. We had to stay vigilant and position team members strategically. One small mistake could mean losing a target or worse, putting us at risk of a sudden attack. As we climbed higher, the vegetation grew denser, making visibility tougher. We decided to rely on the hunting dogs for support. Their sharp barks kept the team on high alert. Soon after the silhouette we were tracking appeared, Logan pulled the trigger. A perfect shot. The hog dropped motionless beneath the nearby canopy. Recently, Tucson authorities have been flooded with reports of wild hogs invading residential areas, causing chaos and posing serious threats to public safety. This is unprecedented. These animals typically stick to rural outskirts, wrecking crops and farming areas, rarely venturing into urban zones. But now their sudden brazen behavior has put the entire city on high alert, and that's where we come in. A team of professional hunters has been called up for an urgent hunt. We pinpointed a rugged, forested area around the fields as a likely hideout for the hog herd. The rough terrain and limited visibility made spotting targets tough, but this time we had back up a seasoned pack of hunting dogs. As soon as the dogs started barking, we split up and moved into ambush positions from multiple angles. The hogs panicked, creating a chaotic moment, but also the perfect opportunity to strike. We opened fire. The sound of gunfire echoed through the forest. The smell of gunpowder mixed with the pained squeals of wounded hogs. The scene looked and felt like a real battlefield. A few initial targets went down, but the rest of the herd wasn't so easy to take. The hunt wasn't over. Plenty of targets were still fleeing. We had to move fast if we wanted to drop as many as possible. While scouting the area, a massive wild hog suddenly burst from the bushes. The situation escalated in a flash, but I stayed calm, lined up the perfect shot, and pulled the trigger. The forest now felt like a war zone with hogs scattering everywhere, some in large herds, others bolting solo. But no matter how fast they ran, our hunting dogs relentlessly gave chase. I held my breath and fired without hesitation. The shot hit true. The target stumbled in panic, but there was no escape. A well-placed bullet sealed its fate. No time to rest. We kept moving, scouring the area for more targets. More hogs tried to flee. We didn't waste a second hitting them with full force before they could cause further damage. Everything went smoothly. From my ambush spot, I took down a few more, but the final shot spooked the rest, sending the herd scattering. They tried to escape, but the dogs didn't let up, and neither did we. We weren't about to let a single one get away. After all the destruction these hogs caused, we were relentless. We poured everything into it, trapping, chasing, and dropping even the smallest ones. Just when I thought it was over on the way back, I was caught off guard. More wild hogs were moving along the hillside. I didn't waste a second, raising my rifle and aiming at each one. They tried to flee, but I was just as fast. Shots rang out in rapid succession and the targets dropped like dominoes. The thrill of the hunt was real, but behind the adrenaline was a very real danger. These hogs aren't just ruining crops anymore. Now they're threatening human lives by invading the city. As dozens of wild hogs fell, I felt a wave of relief and release after days of tension. Yes, we personally took down the pests tearing up our farm. A 250-hectare ranch in Hunter Valley, New South Wales had been ravaged by feral hogs. This intense hunt was the only way to protect our land from their destruction. Joining us were our loyal dogs. We headed to a forest about 5 kilometers from the farm, the hogs' hideout. The dogs played a key role in hunting wild hogs. When they picked up unfamiliar sounds, they chased and cornered the hogs, wearing them down. Thanks to their help, we took down many hogs on this hunt. In New South Wales, farmers can legally cull feral hogs with a firearms permit. So if you plan to hunt hogs anywhere in the US, make sure it's legal. Also, when out in the wilderness, be fully equipped to ensure safety and efficiency in taking down wild hogs. There are way too many wild hogs around our farm. To take them out effectively, a group suggested switching tactics. Since the terrain is fairly flat, we used a buggy to hunt. My friend Ryan drove while I held the rifle and picked off hogs one by one. This method was far more efficient, and the number of hogs we took down shot up significantly. The hunt wasn't exactly easy or enjoyable, and sometimes I even hesitated to shoot. But when I thought about these animals destroying my family's year-long hard work, I pulled the trigger. In reality, wild hogs are smarter than you'd think. They can sense danger and adapt quickly, often moving with the wind and never taking the same path twice. To take them down, you need patience and to think like a hog. To pull this off, farmers and hunters need experience and honed hog hunting skills.
Gördün mü Swan'ı nasıl vuruluyor? Yok.
Many criticize our hog hunting, calling it inhumane, but they don't get how much we've lost to these hogs. I estimate I lost nearly $15,000 in a year from hog damage, torn up land-wrecked irrigation systems, and broken fences. That's not counting repair costs and labor. If left unchecked, hogs can devastate an entire region. In a nearby area, I know a farmer who lost 25% of his crop in a single season to hogs. Thanks for watching this video to the end. Please help us out with a like and subscribe to support our channel. Goodbye and see you in the next video. Hyenas, with their strong hunting instincts and versatile hunting abilities, have become a major threat to agriculture in Africa. They are known as the #1 predator in the wild. Hyenas can run at speeds of up to 37 miles per hour, allowing them to easily chase and attack livestock such as cattle, sheep, and goats, the primary source of income for local people. Leave a comment with the number 4 to learn more about hyenas. During the peak period in 2010, hyenas attacked between 15,000 and 20,000 buffalo in livestock grazing areas across Africa. These attacks caused economic losses of up to $2.5 million. The continuous hyena attacks have made it challenging for many African farmers to protect their livestock, reducing milk and meat production and impacting the livelihoods of numerous families dependent on the livestock industry. The carcasses of attacked buffalo are often left behind, causing air pollution due to foul odors and attracting other scavenger species, increasing the risk of disease transmission. Additionally, the decomposition of buffalo carcasses pollutes water sources, particularly in areas near rivers and streams, affecting water quality and community health. To effectively deal with the threat posed by hyenas, the South African government has established strict regulations to control hunting activities and ensure the safety of hunters participating. Since 2010, 1-200 hunters wishing to hunt hyenas must obtain a special permit issued by the government and comply with strict requirements. The minimum age to participate in hunting is 21 years or older to ensure that hunters are aware of and responsible for the act of hunting. Do you think this hunting regulation is effective? If yes, leave a comment with the number 5. If not, leave a comment with the number 6. Hunters are required to complete a minimum of 40 hours of hunting safety training, covering topics such as firearm safety and hunting skills. They must also pass both theoretical and practical exams to ensure they have the necessary skills for effective hunting. A controlled hunting operation led by the African government resulted in the culling of 7,200 hyenas nationwide. By 2011, this number had decreased to approximately 4,500 due to a combination of stricter control measures and enhanced regional monitoring. In the vast wilderness of Africa, particularly in South Africa, hunters must follow careful movement strategies to avoid detection by hyenas. They typically travel in groups of at least 3 people to minimize unwanted incidents. The I-375 Magnum is a government-approved firearm capable of quickly and humanely taking down prey. In environments with sparse vegetation, the I-375 Magnum offers advantages with its long-range accuracy, effective at distances of 100 to 150 yards. This range allows hunters sufficient time to react if approached. In 2012, African hunters began using bows and arrows to hunt hyenas at night. To prepare for nighttime hunting, hunters carry powerful flashlights to improve visibility when detecting signs of hyenas.
Hyena right there. Oh, man.
Local authorities have established shelters for hunters. These shelters play a crucial role in protecting hunters from unexpected attacks by other wild animals. The main locations in Africa where hyena hunting with bows takes place include Kenya, Tanzania, and Namibia. One key factor in successful hunting is that hunters attract hyenas to the hunting area using bait, primarily animal carcasses with a distinctive smell. When hyenas focus on feeding, hunters gain the opportunity to aim accurately and take them down quickly. This method has proven effective in 75% of hunts. However, by 2020, hyena hunting was temporarily halted due to policies aimed at ensuring ecological balance. African authorities have controlled the hyena population with approximately 5,700 remaining nationwide. To reduce conflicts between humans and hyenas, they have shifted to constructing iron fences to separate wilderness areas from residential zones and farms. These fences are designed to be up to 20 feet tall to prevent hyenas from attacking livestock areas, facilitating safer conditions for local businesses to thrive. Comment number 7 if you want us to explore hyena hunting activities in other countries, or comment a specific location you're interested in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share the video with more people to receive blessings from God. See you in the next video.
Barber, chill, daddy.
Wild boar habitats require a wide variety of food, including tubers, fruits, roots, and small animals. They can easily adapt to a variety of living conditions, from dense forests to rural areas close to humans. This flexibility helps them survive and thrive, especially when forest areas are cleared or affected by agricultural activities, creating new opportunities for wild boar to invade and reproduce. Wild boar habitats require a wide variety of food, including tubers, fruits, roots, and small animals. They can easily adapt to a variety of living conditions, from dense forests to rural areas close to humans. This flexibility helps them survive and thrive, especially when forest areas are cleared or affected by agricultural activities, creating new opportunities for wild boar to invade and reproduce. In addition to agricultural damage, wild boars also impact natural ecosystems by digging up soil, which indirectly spreads diseases. They can also carry diseases that pose risks to wildlife. The economic and ecological impacts of wild boars in the United States are a concern for agricultural and environmental management agencies. The digging activities of wild boars disrupt soil structure, creating conditions for faster erosion, especially in areas with steep terrain. In 2019, wild boars caused $12 million in damage to cattle ranches in Texas. What are your thoughts on these figures and the risks posed by invasive wild boars? Wild boars are an invasive threat you might never have considered. When the harvest season in large fields ends, they continue their search for food in cities. A $10,000 loss occurred when a herd of wild boars attacked a residential area in Texas in 2019. Highways are the only routes wild boars can cross to move to new areas, posing a potential cause of traffic accidents. Controlling the wild boar population in the United States is an important task, and hunting is one of the strategies used to achieve this goal. Do you think hunting wild boars with guns is a good solution? If yes, leave comment number 2. If no, leave number 3. In Texas, there are 2 main types of hunting. The first type is seasonal hunting, typically occurring from September to December when wild boars are most active. During this time, hunters can use various methods, including traps and hunting tools. However, Texans often prefer using hunting tools because they believe this is the most effective method to control the wild boar population.
Ooh.
The second type of hunting is government-planned hunting conducted in dense and hard-to-reach forested areas. Texas farmers opt for this second type during each wild boar hunting season. They organize wild boar hunting competitions to foster unity among states in the U.S. You're right, those are the hunters who will embark on this adventurous hunting journey. With modern weapons like the SIG MCX equipped with thermal systems, hunters can quickly and effectively take down wild boars at night when they are easier to detect due to poor visibility. Hunting groups in Texas have developed strategies to approach them using simultaneous shooting tactics. This is particularly important as the wild boar population is increasing, with an estimated 2.6 million causing damage to the state's property, resulting in approximately $400 million in annual losses to infrastructure and people.
Hey, what you got there, bud?
Helicopter hunting has also become a popular and effective method for targeting wild boars in the steep, dense forests of Texas. With the support of teammates, hunters can track and take down wild boars from the air. This method has helped reduce the population of destructive wild boars, with hundreds eliminated in a single day of hunting. To participate in helicopter wild boar hunting, hunters must be at least 18 years old and hold a valid hunting license. Additionally, hunters need to be in good health with high endurance, as hunting from a helicopter requires alertness and the ability to maintain balance in a constantly moving environment. The hunter's weight must also meet the helicopter's safety standards, typically not exceeding 220 pounds. The peak hunting season in Texas typically occurs during the winter months from November to March of the following year, when cooler weather prevails and wild boars are more active. Methods such as bow and arrow hunting are also practiced in many areas, particularly in East Texas, where the wild boar population is dense and the environment is favorable for hunting. However, hunters must comply with government regulations limiting the harvest to no more than 2 500 animals per hunting season to maintain balance in the wild boar population. Amid the nationwide issue of wild boars, Texas stands out as the state implementing the most effective hunting methods. The Wildlife Service Agency and Texas Management Agency recorded one of the heaviest wild boars ever hunted in the state, weighing up to 300 pounds. Compared to Texas, states like Florida and Mississippi also face wild boar issues, but the damage is less severe in terms of numbers. It is estimated that there are about 500,000 wild boars across these states. These states are trying to adopt Texas's methods to control the wild boar population, but their efforts have not yet been as effective as Texas's.
Smoked him.
Wild boar hunting at night is not supported by Texans, mainly due to safety concerns. At night, reduced visibility increases the risk of accidents. Organizing group hunts has helped shorten hunting time, and on average, each hunter is allowed to take down 1 to 4 wild boars per day. According to TPWD estimates, the wild boar population in Texas has decreased from 2.6 million in 2016 to about 1.5 million in 2023.
Hey, what you got there, bud? Hey, what you got, bud?
Controlling the wild boar population is crucial for maintaining ecological balance and protecting agriculture. Control measures can include regulated hunting, setting up barriers to prevent boars from entering agricultural areas, and using vaccines to limit reproduction. Additionally, regularly monitoring the wild boar population helps assess the effectiveness of the measures and make timely adjustments. Swans are one of the most striking and elegant waterfowl. They are large, measuring between 1 and 1.5 meters in length and with a wingspan of up to 2.4 meters. Swans are usually pure white, but there are also species such as the black swan, which is distinguished by its black feathers and red beak. They live mainly in freshwater bodies such as lakes, ponds, and rivers, where they forage for aquatic plants. Are you ready to join us? If so, leave the number 4 in the comments below. Swans are highly social, often living in pairs or flocks, and exhibit lifelong fidelity to their partners. With their graceful beauty and gentle temperament, swans are not only symbols of love, but also an important part of the aquatic ecosystem, contributing to the maintenance of ecological balance. The combination of water plants and a safe environment is essential to the health and development of these elegant birds. Swan numbers have increased significantly this year thanks to effective conservation and environmental management efforts. Habitat protection and pollution control programs have created favorable conditions for swans to breed and thrive. Many nature reserves have been established, providing a safe environment for them while minimizing threats from humans and predators. However, as swan numbers increased, interflock aggression and aggression became more common. This increase led to fierce competition for food and space, causing swans to become more aggressive in defending their territories. Fights often occurred when two flocks met with loud calls and aggressive behavior such as wing-flaring, pecking, and chasing. This invasion not only causes stress in swan populations, but also affects other bird species and the surrounding ecosystem as they face competition and pressure from swans trying to expand their territories. As a result, while the increase in swan numbers can be seen as a positive sign, it also comes with new challenges for both the species and their habitat. If a person approaches a nest or area they consider their territory, swans will not hesitate to spread their wings, make loud calls, and even charge to chase away the intruder. This behavior can cause minor injuries to humans, making it more dangerous to approach waters where swans are found, making it necessary for humans to maintain a safe distance when interacting with these birds. In addition to protecting their territory and breeding, swans also tend to encroach on agricultural and residential areas. As their numbers increase, they can forage in fields and gardens, causing damage to crops and other plants. This behavior not only affects agricultural productivity, but also creates conflicts between swans and people. This encroachment not only increases tensions between swans and humans, but also poses challenges to the management and conservation of these birds. Appropriate measures are needed to address the problem, from establishing protected areas to educating the public on how to live in harmony with nature, to maintain a balance between swan protection and human needs. To maintain a stable swan population, implementing responsible hunting methods can be a quick and effective solution. Hunting can help control populations, reduce pressure on food and habitat, and prevent further conflicts between flocks. However, to be sustainable, hunting needs to be strictly managed with clear regulations on numbers, times, and methods of hunting. Do you agree with this approach? If so, like this video. If not, leave a 5 in the comments to share your opinion.
Barber, chill, daddy.
Observation skills are also essential. Hunters need to understand swan behavior to approach them skillfully, minimize panic, and increase the chances of success. Finally, maintaining a safe distance and adhering to environmental regulations will help ensure a responsible and sustainable hunting experience.
Lift it, I'll see it.
Once the swan is within range, the hunter needs to take the next steps quickly but carefully. First, they need to determine the exact location of their prey. Then the hunter should slowly raise the gun, aligning the scope with the swan they're aiming at. Once ready, the hunter needs to press the trigger decisively but not hastily, ensuring that all factors are under control. Acting quickly and accurately in this moment will determine the success of the hunt. In addition to hunting, creating ideal habitats for swans is also important in maintaining a stable and sustainable population. Nature reserves can be established with clean water and abundant aquatic plants to provide food and shelter for swans. Furthermore, planting trees around water bodies will not only provide shade but also help protect nests and chicks from predators. In addition, educating the public about the importance of conserving swans and their habitats is also essential. These programs can encourage people to participate in protecting the natural environment, from limiting pollution to protecting swan habitats. When combined with population management through responsible hunting and improving habitat, we can create a healthy ecosystem that allows swans to thrive in the wild. Thank you for watching the video. Please give us a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to watch the latest videos. See you in the next videos. At the fields of a farm in East Lyme, farmers have suffered heavy losses due to a black bear. An entire cornfield just days away from harvest was completely destroyed. The damage is estimated at $5,000. Farmer Colin Scott, the farm's owner, said the devastation happened quickly as he began noticing corn cobs stripped bare. His neighbor Dolores Scott saw images and video of the bear captured by a neighbor's security camera. Despite the farm installing an 8-foot-high fence to deter bears, they still managed to climb over. The weight of the black bears is the primary cause of severe damage to the cornfields. These bears weigh an average of 350 to 400 pounds. While foraging for food, they often trample and knock down corn stalks, creating large circles in the fields. This damage not only reduces the farmer's harvest, but also causes significant economic losses. Drone footage clearly shows the devastation caused by bears, with up to 4 bears, including a large male and a mother bear with 2 cubs, appearing in the cornfield at once. This has raised concerns among residents about the area's safety. What have the locals done to prevent this? Leave comment number 1 to find out now. Facing the risks posed by black bears, farmers have had to adopt various measures to protect their crops and property. Black bear hunting with firearms is an exciting and adventurous activity, especially in Montana. Guided by experts like Pacific Bear Outfitters, black bear hunting areas are often pristine valleys. Tracking and pursuing a bear can take about 5 to 7 days, depending on the hunter's experience and weather conditions, presenting a real challenge for those who participate. Montana's terrain is highly diverse, ranging from easy trails to dense forests and rugged, rocky mountains. creating a challenging and thrilling experience for hunting enthusiasts. The black bear hunting season in Montana can vary year to year, so hunters should regularly check the official Montana Fish and Game website. In spring, rifle hunting for black bears typically starts in mid-May and lasts about 2 weeks. Meanwhile, the fall season begins in mid-September and also lasts approximately 2 weeks. Due to restrictions on black bear hunting seasons, the number of black bears hunted in recent years has ranged from 800 to 200 per season. In Montana's 2021 hunting season, a total of 988 black bears were hunted with 448 taken by rifle. Hunting licenses in Montana designate specific hunting areas in east-central Montana, including the Beartooth Mountain Range. Hunting areas in Montana vary by season, ensuring that hunting is conducted thoughtfully and in an environmentally friendly manner. Black bear hunting regulations are clearly defined, requiring hunters to be over 18 years old and in good physical condition to navigate the challenging forest terrain. Black bear scat is a key indicator of their presence, providing insights into their behavior, diet, and habitat. On an average hunt, hunters encounter about 9 piles of bear scat, signaling recent bear activity in the area. In terms of distance, hunters typically spot bears at around 500 yards and approach to within 60 to 70 yards before taking a shot. This indicates that hunters often close into a relatively short range to ensure accurate shooting. Before embarking on a hunt, hunters meticulously prepare with essential equipment. This includes selecting a rifle, particularly a hunting rifle, capable of long-range shooting and powerful enough to handle formidable animals like black bears. Black bear hunting trips often span multiple days, so hunters pack necessary supplies such as food, water, and various other tools. On average, each black bear hunter prepares a backpack weighing approximately 50 to 100 pounds. Using ear protection helps reduce ambient noise, enhancing the hunter's focus. Additionally, wearing ear protection safeguards the hunter's hearing from harmful sounds such as gunshots, minimizing the risk of hearing damage. Collaboration and communication within a group are crucial for enhancing observation and tracking of black bears. Sharing experiences and knowledge about bear behavior, along with encouragement and support from teammates, fosters strong teamwork. Group hunting not only creates opportunities for memorable moments, but also increases success in the wild.
Two hits. He went about 30 yards.
To successfully hunt black bears, hunters must move carefully and quietly to avoid startling the bear or revealing their position. They should use terrain and vegetation for cover, approaching undetected. The low-to-the-ground technique is often used, moving slowly and leveraging wind direction to mask body odor. When approaching a black bear's location, hunters must remain silent and patient, waiting for the perfect moment to shoot. According to Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks MFWP regulations, hunters are permitted to bring up to 6 hounds when pursuing black bears. These dogs play a crucial role in tracking and treeing bears, as well as guiding hunters through rugged terrain. The use of firearms combined with hounds ensures a humane and successful hunt.
Scary. Poke him again.
Hunters and hounds work as a team to locate and hunt bears adhering to regulations to conserve wildlife populations. To ensure hounds perform well in mountainous terrain, hunters carefully train and condition them before the hunt, including building their muscle and strength. During the hunt, equipping hounds with GPS devices is essential. These devices allow hunters to track the dog's locations, identify areas where black bears may be hiding, and quickly locate hounds if they get lost in the forest. The black bear bow hunting trip in Montana lasted several days and was led by Janice Putless with Corey as her companion. Throughout the hunt, the group faced numerous difficulties and challenges, from navigating rugged mountain terrain streams and treacherous paths to dealing with harsh weather conditions. They observed and tracked several black bears, but approaching and hunting them proved extremely difficult. One of the most tense moments was when Janice spotted a black bear about 7/10 of a mile away, but due to the rough terrain and noise from their footsteps, the bear quickly disappeared into the forest. The Matthews Mission bow is widely used in black bear hunting in Montana. Featuring a dual cam system, the bow provides a smooth and quiet draw, minimizing vibration and noise, two critical factors in black bear hunting. The high accuracy of the Matthews Mission allows hunters to effectively target black bears from long distances. Made from premium materials, the bow ensures durability and resilience in harsh hunting conditions. Its well-balanced design offers hunters excellent control and precise aiming. The Matthews Mission also comes with various design and configuration options to suit the needs and preferences of individual hunters. Hunters use black bear vocalization lures during hunting trips. This technique helps attract bears closer and gather important information about them. Receivers also assist in assessing the number and type of bears in the hunting area, making the hunt easier. Some communities oppose black bear hunting, arguing it involves human exploitation for commercial purposes. In Montana, selling, trading, or transporting any part of a black bear without a permit can result in fines up to $100,000 or imprisonment for up to 1 year. Additionally, if caught illegally hunting black bears, individuals may face severe legal penalties, including loss of firearm ownership rights and jail time. Some communities opposed to extreme measures have proposed that authorities install electric fences around cornfield areas to prevent black bear attacks. This action is not only a preventive measure, but also considered a humane way to protect humans. Installing an electric fence creates an effective physical barrier. First, determine the placement around the cornfield. Next, design the fence path based on the terrain and area size. Then secure the posts into the ground, ensuring they are stable and sturdy. Posts are typically placed 10 feet apart. The fence wire is strung through the posts and securely fastened to form a seamless barrier. Montana authorities need to intensify efforts to educate and raise community awareness about the risks of invasive black bears to ensure human safety. Organize information campaigns to educate residents on how to identify and avoid black bears, emphasizing the importance of securely storing food and waste to prevent attracting them. Additionally, authorities should encourage traveling in groups and minimizing noise when moving through areas inhabited by black bears to reduce the risk of attacks. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video on handling invasive black bears. We hope the information and guidance provided will help you feel more confident in unexpected situations. Do you have any additional tips or experiences to share? Please leave a comment below and comment number 1 if you support the firearm method. Don't forget to share the video for good luck. Keep watching. Monkey tourism in Spain offers visitors not just a destination, but an unforgettable experience. Each year, millions of tourists from around the world flock to Spain, eager to encounter wild monkeys, up close fueling a billion-dollar industry. However, behind the allure of these lively creatures lies a growing mystery. As monkeys lose their natural fear of humans, they become bolder and harder to control, turning once peaceful areas into scenes of unexpected chaos. Leave comment number 1 to join us in exploring this fascinating story. A recent study found that 85% of tourists participating in monkey tourism in Spain are willing to feed the monkeys, significantly altering their natural behavior. Currently, about 80% of these monkeys rely on food provided by humans rather than foraging in the wild as they once did. This well-intentioned habit has transformed these naturally cautious animals into bold companions seeking food from tourists, completely reshaping their relationship with humans and leading to unforeseen impacts on their behavior and habitat. Once wary monkeys have grown so accustomed to and dependent on food from tourists that they now view nearby residential areas as ideal foraging spots. As a result, they've begun expanding their territory, venturing deeper into human spaces in search of their next easy meal. Encounters are becoming increasingly common, with locals and tourists frequently hearing anxious shouts. "Don't chase it? Are they aggressive? I don't know, come here." This shift has transformed monkeys from distant wild creatures into a growing part of daily human life, creating tense and unpredictable situations. Tourists, now wary of theft and potential monkey attacks, are increasingly hesitant to visit, leading to a sharp decline in the area's tourism revenue, a primary income source for many residents. The once charming and captivating scenes that drew visitors are now driving them away, leaving local communities to grapple with the costly consequences of uncontrolled monkey mischief. This not only impacts the tourism industry, but also diminishes residents' quality of life as they struggle with the damage caused by these bold monkeys. Facing the growing monkey invasion, the government has introduced a targeted policy to control the monkey population, aiming to protect both residents and the local economy. Licensed hunting groups have been approved, with up to 30 teams permitted to operate under strict guidelines. Each team receives a financial reward of €1,000 per monkey captured, creating a strong incentive to attract skilled hunters. Do you agree with the method of hunting monkeys with firearms? If yes, leave comment number 2. If not, leave number 5. The designated hunting season runs from late fall to early spring, when food scarcity drives monkeys to venture further into human areas. Experienced trackers can identify monkey presence by looking for footprints, overturned trash cans, and broken branches. Hunters use high-powered binoculars like the Vortex Razor HD which provide excellent clarity at long distances, allowing them to spot monkeys from a safe range. To subdue monkeys effectively, hunters are trained to aim for the legs or torso, ensuring a swift and humane approach. However, hunting monkeys presents unique challenges due to their high intelligence and social behavior. Monkeys quickly adapt, often sensing when they're being tracked and skillfully escaping. In one case in Costa del Sol, a group of hunters reported that monkeys learned to recognize their vehicles and would scatter as soon as they approached, making the task nearly impossible without advanced camouflage tactics. Their intelligence combined with agility and tendency to live in groups makes each hunt a test of patience and determination. Hunters often wait hours for success, and sometimes victory only comes with the most sophisticated strategies. Despite these challenges, monkey hunting has attracted both seasoned hunters and thrill seekers, boosting the local economy by nearly 25% as enthusiasts and professionals join the effort. This initiative not only helps control the monkey population, but also draws attention to affected areas, turning them into hotspots for wildlife management tourism. This has generated funds reinvested into communities supporting conservation initiatives and improving local infrastructure. Revenue from hunting licenses and rewards has helped offset the financial losses faced by farmers and residents due to monkey-related damage. With top hunters making progress in managing the monkey population, a simple like or word of encouragement can go a long way in supporting their efforts. Like and subscribe to our channel to join us in cheering them on as they work tirelessly to protect Spain's communities and livelihoods. Hello everyone, millions of invasive elephants are attacking human settlements in Australia, causing economic damages of up to $5 million annually. So how can we manage this massive elephant population in a sustainable and effective way? Let's explore the practical measures being implemented to tackle this challenging issue. Leave comment number 1 to learn about the largest invasive species. For a long time, Australians were banned from hunting to protect land resources and reduce threats to elephants and other wildlife species. This ban lasted for 7 years to prevent the harmful impacts of hunting activities. However, due to increasingly severe attacks and the rapid reproduction of invasive elephant herds, the Australian government has decided to reinstate hunting as a necessary control measure. According to the latest 2024 data, thanks to hunting activities, the population of invasive elephants in Australia has decreased from 120,000 to approximately 75,000. In each invasive elephant hunt, at least 3 hunters are required to participate to ensure safety, as elephants are often too large and difficult to bring down in a single hunt. Notably, during the hunt, hunters typically do not use scopes, as the shooting distance usually ranges from 100 to 200 feet. Hunters must have extensive experience in handling situations when invasive elephants approach to avoid danger from their immense strength and rapid movement. Taking down an invasive elephant requires high precision and deep knowledge of their anatomical vulnerabilities. The optimal target is the head, focusing on sensitive areas like the eyes, forehead, or ears. However, even a shot to the center of the head may not immediately bring down an elephant. Hunters may need multiple precise shots to achieve their goal.
Reload, reload, reload.
During the hunting season, Australian residents and hunters strictly adhere to regulations prohibiting the hunting of pregnant elephants and calves. Each year, the number of elephants hunted is tightly controlled, ranging from 50 to 100, in line with the government management goals. Any violations of permit regulations are met with severe penalties to protect the elephant population and maintain ecological balance. Do you think elephant hunting is dangerous? If yes, leave comment number 2. If no, leave number 5.
Yep.
The use of stilts is a key factor in the strategy to enhance hunters' visibility when dealing with invasive elephants, as their average height often reaches around 10 feet, posing significant challenges for approach. These stilts are designed to provide stability and added height for hunters, making it easier to position their firearms correctly, thereby creating a more optimal shooting angle during the hunt. This not only enhances the accuracy of each shot, but also helps hunters minimize risks when facing large and dangerous elephants. Traveling by vehicle across rugged terrain at speeds of 20 to 40 miles per hour allows hunters to save time and energy when approaching hunting areas despite the challenging landscape. Completing the hunt before nightfall is critical, ensuring safety and avoiding potential dangers at night when unpredictable situations may arise. The hunting of invasive elephants in Australia has sparked significant controversy and lacks widespread public support for various reasons. This activity causes a notable ecological imbalance, deeply affecting natural processes and the food chain of many species in the region. Specifically, the reduction in elephant numbers can lead to an overabundance of grass and vegetation, creating intense competition for other species sharing the same habitat. As a result, many people advocate for more environmentally friendly methods to control invasive elephants. Since elephants are widely distributed, if you believe that farmers' use of firearms is not effective, please leave a comment below sharing alternative methods you think could yield better results. Don't forget to share the video so your family and friends can learn about it too. Subscribe to the channel to keep following our upcoming hunting adventures. Good luck! When a troop of baboons invades a farm, the devastation they leave behind is catastrophic. A group of 50 baboons can destroy a mile of cornfields worth up to $10,000 in a single night. And it's not just crops at risk. In 2024, baboons were responsible for the deaths of over 3,000 sheep and goats. But it doesn't stop there. Baboons are known to attack humans in Eastern Cape, with 12 reported attacks in just 2 years. Unlike deer or wild hogs, baboons are smart, aggressive, and dangerous, posing the ultimate challenge for any hunter who dares take them on. So how do you successfully hunt this invasive species? Drop a 1 in the comments to dive into this hunt with us. Hunting baboons requires patience and strategy. One of the most common techniques is spotting and stalking, where hunters use 10x42 binoculars to locate baboons from up to 800 yards away. The challenge is that baboons are adept at detecting movement at close range, meaning a single mistake can cost the hunter their prey. Baiting is another method, using fruit or animal carcasses to lure baboons into traps. However, only about 30% of these traps succeed, as baboons quickly learn to recognize danger after the first encounter. The standard weapons chosen by baboon hunters are .308 Winchester or .300 blackout rifles, delivering over 500 fat lbs of muzzle energy. These rifles can take down even the largest male baboon with a single shot from up to 300 yards. A key factor to note is that baboons live in troops, and if one senses a threat, it will alert the entire group in under half a second, meaning hunters have mere minutes to act before the troop flees into the wild. Do you enjoy hunting baboons with a rifle? If yes, drop a 2 in the comments. If not, leave a 5. Hunting baboons raises the question of whether it's a true solution or just a temporary fix. South Africa issues 5000 to 7000 baboon hunting permits, annually cutting agricultural damage by 20%. Yet baboon populations still grow by 3% each year, driven by their rapid reproduction. Meanwhile, in the US, over 60% of hunters surveyed on social media in 2025 expressed interest in baboon hunting, drawn by the challenge and adrenaline these hunts promise. If you're still here and watch to the end, drop a review below to help us improve our next videos. Is hunting the answer, or is this an endless cycle of destruction? Thanks for watching. Give us a like and subscribe to support our channel. See you in the next video. Welcome to today's video, where we dive into the world of moose hunting, America's majestic and challenging big game that draws over 60,000 hunters annually. Join us as we explore the unique differences between two regions where these wilderness giants roam in the northern U.S., especially Alaska, home to 80% of the U.S. moose population, roughly 800,000 strong, weighing up to 1,500 pounds. Drop a 1 in the comments to learn about moose in this video. Their massive size and foraging habits cause damage, trampling crops and triggering dangerous traffic collisions. This issue hits both the northern and southern regions, though in different ways. Do you deal with them daily? Moose hunting in the northern U.S. is a storied, iconic tradition, especially in states like Maine and Alaska. Each year, Maine issues over 3,000 moose permits with an 80% success rate. Alaska leads the charge with about 8,000 moose harvested annually. The hunting season runs from September to November, when moose are mating and easier to spot. Hunters must be patient and skilled to succeed. To tackle these massive beasts, hunters use powerful weapons like large caliber rifles, accounting for 70% of moose hunts. These firearms ensure both effective kills and safety throughout the process.
Good. Good job, man.
Moose thrive only in cold, marshy regions, making Alaska an ideal habitat. Meanwhile, the hot, expansive southern plains can't sustain them, so moose are absent there. Each year, 60,000 moose hunters take to the field, with 90% focusing on the northern regions. In 2015, Alaska accounted for about 73% of moose harvested nationwide, a striking figure that underscores its leading role in managing and sustaining moose populations. When hunting, moose hunters start by scouting the area, looking for signs of activity like tracks or droppings. The ideal times are early morning or late afternoon, when moose typically forage. Moving quietly and cautiously, hunters use binoculars to spot from a distance, avoiding startling the prey. Once a moose is located, aiming requires intense focus. Hunters target vital areas like the head or chest for a precise, effective shot, minimizing suffering and maximizing the chance of a successful kill. Though absent of moose, Southerners show deep interest in the species through popular wilderness TV shows. These widely broadcast programs highlight moose hunting, captivating Southern audiences and letting them experience the thrill and challenge of the hunt without participating. Do you enjoy hunting moose with a rifle? If yes, drop a 2 in the comments. If not, leave a 5. If the shot is successful, tracking the moose is critical to confirm it's fully dead and to facilitate harvesting. This process demands not just skill, but also reflects the hunter's responsibility in managing moose populations, ensuring ecological balance. Moose hunting isn't merely recreation. It requires strict adherence to conservation regulations to prevent overharvesting, which could severely deplete the species in the wild.
Oh, yeah.
Moose meat can yield 500 to 700 pounds per animal, and per a 2017 report, 87% of U.S. hunters pursue it for food, making it a vital resource that can sustain families through winter. However, the biggest challenge is transporting the massive carcass in harsh conditions, adding significant difficulty to each hunt. The grueling task of moving the kill from the hunting ground to the processing site is a critical part of every hunter's strategy. If you're dealing with moose issues in your area, drop a comment and share your experiences with us. If you want to learn about any regional hunting culture, leave a comment. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content on hunting and managing invasive species.
Hello everyone! Since 2021, the Komodo dragon has been the largest living lizard on Earth. They are strictly protected under Indonesian law and international conservation agreements due to their endangered status. Despite this protection, hunting of Komodo dragons is on the rise in Indonesia, raising concerns. Please leave a comment with the number 1 if you want to continue learning about Komodo dragon hunting. Among hunting organizations, the Indonesian Hunting Organization stands out for its humane and effective approach. Known for its ethical hunting practices and commitment to balancing community needs with the conservation of Komodo dragons. Komodo dragons can weigh up to 200 pounds and grow over 10 feet in length, making them formidable predators. These characteristics have led to several attacks on humans. Their ability to move quickly increases the threat they pose to the people of Indonesia. With over 11,000 Komodo dragons living in Indonesia, the country faces significant challenges in 2021, including Komodo dragons attacking livestock and threatening human safety. These reptiles cause estimated damage of around $12 million annually. Notably, a famous Indonesian cattle farm reported losing about 140 chickens and 70 to 90 goats per week due to Komodo dragon attacks, leading to a revenue decrease of approximately 18%. To address these challenges, in 2022, the Indonesian government partnered with the World Wildlife Fund (WWF) to effectively manage the Komodo dragon population while protecting local communities and ensuring the species' survival. To hunt Komodo dragons legally, hunters must obtain a special permit from the Indonesian Ministry of Environment and Forestry. These permits are typically restricted, with only around 60 to 120 issued annually, depending on the population size and environmental conditions. During the dry season, which lasts from April to October, hunters typically use high-powered rifles with calibers ranging from .30 to .300 Winchester to ensure accurate shooting. Their equipment includes modern scopes with magnifications from 4x to 14x, which are crucial for shooting from a safe distance. Additionally, hunters often carry protective gear such as armored boots and gloves to safeguard themselves from potential attacks. After successfully hunting a Komodo dragon, hunters are required to submit a detailed report of the hunt to the Indonesian Ministry of Environment and Forestry. This report must include information about the size and age of the dragon, the location, time, and date of the hunt, as well as the precise condition of the animal. Hunters must also provide evidence that the hunt was conducted in accordance with the legal regulations outlined in their hunting permit. The report must be submitted within 24 hours of the hunt, either at the regional forestry office or through an online reporting system. The role of the Hunting Management Agency has become crucial in controlling the Komodo dragon population. This organization has coordinated with the Indonesian government to reduce attacks on livestock by over 75% and help restore the national economy. This initiative has led to a 30% reduction in conflicts between humans and Komodo dragons on islands such as Flores and Rinca, where the species is most prevalent. Komodo dragons have powerful jaws and saliva containing bacteria that can cause serious infections. They can attack prey with great speed and strength. Therefore, the Indonesian government has strictly prohibited solo hunting, even for experienced hunters. To ensure safety, the law requires hunting parties to consist of at least 4 to 5 people to support each other and minimize risks when facing these dangerous animals. To effectively hunt Komodo dragons, proper bait preparation is crucial. Hunters often use bait with a strong odor to attract these giant lizards. The most common bait is fresh meat such as goat, pig, or beef. The strong smell of fresh meat can spread over long distances, stimulating the Komodo dragon's hunting instincts. In addition to hunting, the Indonesian government launched public education programs in 2023 to raise awareness about the dangers of Komodo dragons and how to avoid them. These campaigns focus on teaching people how to recognize signs of Komodo dragons and how to protect themselves in case of an encounter. The government also encourages the use of sturdy fences and barriers to protect livestock from Komodo dragon attacks. What do you think about these measures? If you agree, please hit number 1 in the comments and share your thoughts. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Don't miss the upcoming content in the next video. Recently, the alarming increase in the number of wild pigs has caused serious damage and danger to hunters. According to statistics, there are over 3,000 wild pig attacks on hunters across the U.S. each year, prompting authorities to reconsider their response measures. Do you like wild pigs? If so, leave a comment with the number 1. Therefore, starting in 2023, the U.S. has shifted its strategy from traditional hunting to using trapping methods, a change supported by over 65% of the public. The wild pig trapping model was first implemented in Texas, where the government provides approximately 10,000 steel traps each year to hunters. These traps are placed in rural areas where wild pigs frequently appear, aiming to minimize risks to humans and protect the surrounding environment. Hunters who wish to participate in wild pig trapping must have a valid hunting license. This license not only permits them to engage in trapping, but also requires compliance with wildlife protection regulations. According to 2023 statistics, approximately 75,000 trapping licenses have been issued across the U.S., with the number of licenses issued increasing steadily each year due to the growing demand for wild pig control. Hunters are required to undergo specialized training on wild pigs, which lasts from 3 to 5 days. This course covers knowledge on identifying their tracks, using traps safely, and handling dangerous situations. By the end of 2023, over 60,000 hunters had completed this training. Additionally, trapping times are strictly regulated from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. When managing wild pigs using traps, it is essential to note that traps must not be placed near residential areas or wildlife conservation areas to avoid affecting other animals. Violations of these regulations can lead to the revocation of permits and fines of up to $5,000. Hunters must adhere to strict safety requirements, including using personal protective equipment such as gloves, safety boots, and other protective tools to avoid injuries during the trapping process. Additionally, hunters must regularly check the traps to ensure wild pigs are caught. Failure to meet these requirements will result in being banned from participating in trapping activities. According to statistics, each year there are about 2,000 cases of license denial or trapping bans due to violations of regulations. When setting traps, hunters typically achieve high efficiency, with an average of 15 to 25 wild pigs caught per session. The solar energy system also enhances the effectiveness of trapping by providing a sustainable power source for monitoring and control devices, such as security cameras and remote monitoring equipment. This allows hunters to track and manage traps at night when wild pigs are more active, while minimizing the risk of direct contact with wild pigs and ensuring the safety of the hunters. The wild pig trapping model has proven effective in controlling the number of damaging wild pigs in the U.S. According to 2023 statistics, over 1.5 million wild pigs have been eliminated using this method. The success of this model has encouraged other states like Alabama and Georgia to adopt similar measures, achieving positive results.
That's down, huh? Woo! Come on.
The most effective wild pig trapping season usually occurs in the fall and winter, when they move more frequently in search of food, which increases the success rate. However, significant challenges remain as they become increasingly wary of traps, and harsh weather conditions can impact trap deployment. After capture, wild pigs are typically taken to a control area for disposal to prevent the spread of disease, or used for scientific research or other purposes. Thank you for watching this video. If you support wild pig trapping and consider it the most humane method to control their population, please vote with a number 1 in the comments. If you have other opinions or solutions, don't forget to share your thoughts under the video. Please like and subscribe to support us in our upcoming videos. And finally, share this video with your friends so they can also watch and enjoy.